Guys, my name is Jerad Larkin. Today we're going to be talking about dollar per day brand awareness, meta ads. Meta, which owns Facebook and Instagram. I'm going to show you guys what I think is one of the coolest things in marketing, one of the cheapest things you can do in marketing when it comes to your business. And I believe everyone should be doing this. Anyone who has repeat or referral business, this, in my opinion, is just a no-brainer. And it's a simple touch point to stay in front of your audience and also ways to generate leads. So a little bit about me. I'm Jerad Larkin. I'm a sales executive with Chicago Title. Been with Chicago Title for about 8 years now. It's my wife. I've got twin girls. They're almost 2. My son just turned 4. And I'm doing about 7 to 8 classes and events every single month. Did 92 last year. We're going to break 100 this year. Anything from educational content to, we did a dodgeball tournament in Colorado Springs last week for charity, to we're doing a ski day. If anyone wants to come, we're going to go skiing up in Grampy Ranch March 5th. We're doing tons of stuff. Today's going to be on meta ads, dollar per day brand awareness meta ads specifically. But I'm teaching about 13 different classes right now, anything from Google to AI to video stuff, to a ton of different things. And Canva, not Canva Queens though. That's pretty good. I have to come up with something clever, right?
Canva King.
Canva King, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you guys want, you can follow me along. A lot of classes I'm doing. They're in Denver metro area all the way down to the Springs. This is always a fun one where we show you how to optimize. Does anyone have a Google business profile? How to optimize your Google business profile, couple hands, cool, and how to get organic leads from it. Another fun class we're doing an AI class. It's fun. This has been an evolving class. Every time I teach it shifts based off of what's going on in the AI space. Really just to help you, whether you're in the mortgage industry or you're a real estate agent, just how to be more efficient in your life with your roles and what you're doing. So you can just essentially, in my opinion, have a one step up on your competition and do some cool stuff. Okay. Video Pro, this has been fun. We get a bunch of real estate people together and we actually create videos in the class. We go over some basics. We teach you some concepts on how to create content, and then we give you ideas. Then everyone breaks, films content. We come back, edit those videos, and then everyone leaves. Bless you. Everyone leaves. Don't hold those in. Let those out. Everyone leaves with an edited video. Okay. By the way, guys, if you can't tell, I'm very casual. So if you have questions along the way or have something to say, you can just yell at me. Okay. Then we got some other classes, and then farming. We're doing a ton of stuff here on farming. We're showing real estate agents or mortgage lenders, if you're partnering with agents, how to leverage farming. Today's dollar per day ads. Level 2 is how to generate leads with Facebook ads. And then we pop into Google ads. So you can see here, guys, my background's marketing. Before I got into real estate, I ran a marketing company, did video, did social media, did advertising. Like I live, breathe, love this stuff. I always say I'm a marketing consultant, but I work and sell title insurance for Chicago Title. Okay. So that's kind of the angle there, and so to speak, on the niche I've carved out. Okay. So a lot of different things. Also too, if you ever see anything up here and maybe maybe you're a real estate agent, you're one real estate agent with a real estate office, or you're in the mortgage space and you think there's value with any of your real estate partners on how we can partner together and either do a class or something together and provide value to your prospects, right? Or your realtors that you work with. I'd love to work with you and chat about that. Okay. So ton of different things, guys. 20-second spiel on Chicago Title. Here's the commercial. It's who I work for. It's how I get paid, right? Whether it's refinances or listings. At the end of the day, we have to close and do a great job at Chicago Title. I understand that. I think title insurance industry, unfortunately, is seen as a commoditized industry. We're priced and regulated very, very strict. And we have to do a great job, right? Same thing, whether we're in real estate or mortgage or title, we have to do a good job. We get one shot. If we screw up, it's game over. I get that. My value is beyond just closing your deals and us doing a great job and also being the biggest, oldest title company in North America. I like to partner with you and find ways to help you and help your real estate partners, okay? So without further ado, we are going to get into the class, but I also want to give away a few things. So you all have a handout in front of you. Okay, we're keeping it old school with paper handouts today. There's a few tools and resources that I want to share with you all, and it's going to be kind of like a quick buffet. We're going to do a quick little like 1-minute buffet on each thing, and if you want it, you're just going to check the box and then write your name at the bottom and your information, and I'm just going to give it to you away for free. Okay, guys? Oh, sorry. Yeah, here you go, Don. Boom. Yeah. Okay. So Chicago Title, we got tons of tools, resources, stuff. Some people like to withhold this information. I just give it all away. I'm not paying for it. So if you want it, take it. Also too, like if you are a mortgage professional and you're thinking, hey, some of this stuff might be valuable for some of my real estate agents that I work with, cool, take it, use it, make it your own, and use it as a resource of value for yourself to, help your real estate partners, guys. Okay. So first things first is the Chicago Agent app. So what this is, guys, it's free to download. You can pull calculations basically on about like 100 different types of calculators. Anything from whether you're working with a buyer or you're working with a seller and you need to run calculations. I just put up a video on a cool one on buy now versus later. So any of those buyers you're working with who are maybe on the fence or they're waiting for mortgage rates to drop, there's a cool calculator in there that just shows them basically that now's a good time to buy based off of number and history. And we dive into that with the Chicago Agent app. Also, who here is posting on social media, by the way? Raise your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.5. Okay. If you need social media content ideas, there's a ton of stuff in here. It's updated monthly based off of what's going on in the market, based on what's going on, based off of the seasonality of the market and the month that we're in. It's updated constantly for you guys to, again, take, use, brand to yourself, print out, share to social media, go crazy. Okay, cool. Next up, guys, we've got home buyers guides, we've got home sellers guides, we've got property books. Michael's got a question.
Are these mobile apps?
These are mobile apps.
Okay.
You can put them on your computer, your phone, your tablet, anywhere you want. Take it, run with it. Good question. Buyer's guides, seller's guides. If you ever need any home buyer's guides, any home seller's guides, reach out to us. We can give this to you. If you are a real estate agent or if you're working with a real estate agent that wants a property book, we do printed, fully bound property books that, again, like we literally just lose money on these things, you guys. Like you send us the photo of the home and your logo and headshot, and we just overnight these books to you. So if you want these, $10. Yeah, I think we overnight them. We get them around and you get them back to you in like 48 hours. Okay. So that's right. That's right. We thought we dropped the price. What, Heritage or Fidelity? Who's charging 15? Heritage? Got it. Heritage Title and Fidelity Title are our sister companies. Okay. We're all owned by Fidelity National Financial. Some stuff we have the same stuff. Some stuff we like to do different things. My whole angle is I know how to take all those things and then we know how to use them and leverage them to market to your ideal target audience, which we're going to talk to today. So property books, yes, we cut the price down, save you $5. Market reports, guys, you might have access to all this stuff. If you need market reports, cities, counties, zip codes, etc., anything, you want them weekly, monthly, quarterly, emailed to you, anything you want, write whatever you want down. I'll get you signed up for free, you guys, and you can have access to them. Okay, cool. Moving on, last but not least, is Title Toolbox. Is anyone farm? I guess there's just one of us. Are we farming? Farming? Yeah. Maybe, possibly. Is anyone in the room working with agents that are farming? No one? Okay, we'll breeze over this real fast then. But this is a tool. It's our most popular resource at Chicago Title. You can pull data on just about any type of property within the entire United States of America. So it's not just Colorado, it's anywhere. It's not just residential, it's commercial. So think anything from single family home to equestrian property to bowling alley to land to whatever. We've got anyone from mortgage professionals to realtors to wholesalers to flippers to developers leveraging this, whether they're looking for zoning and they're looking for properties that have certain mortgage rates or are most likely to sell in the next 12 months. It's really cool, guys. It's packed in there. Chicago Title, we subsidize the cost for this, so all the data is free for you. Go crazy, use it, leverage it. On the mortgage side, sometimes we see mortgage professionals coming in here. They're pulling lists based off of certain mortgage rates. You can filter by mortgage rates, loan type, the lender, the amount of equity that they have in the home. So if you need another resource pulling any type of that data, this system can do it for you.
Where is that? Is it an app?
It's
not the one app.
It is not the one app. It is on the internet, on your computer, and you log in on your computer and you can download the data. You just go to it's a website, and then you'll map out an area and pull all of your information. Or if you need help, I can help you too.
I was wondering, is it Fluid Pro?
It's not Fluid Pro.
Okay.
I've seen Fluid Pro. That's First Integrity.
Okay.
Maybe I'm biased, but I think ours is better.
It's similar to Fluid Pro?
It's similar but better, yeah.
Which one do you guys use?
Take both. What?
Which one do you guys use? What's website?
It's called ChicagoCOData.com.
Okay, so it's your own.
Yeah. Yep. So that's a deal. Yeah. For the data nerds in the room, a lot of data is pulled through CoreLogic and then some other secret sources. At the end of the day, all these data provider, like all these systems, it comes down to like how good is the data and where are you getting it from. It's all live data, nothing stored, like phone numbers, emails, stuff like that. Okay. So that is that. Another way this is valuable for you all too is if you have, say, past clients. Maybe some of us were, it's never fun doing database management or anything like that. You've got lists, maybe you're missing phone numbers, emails, but you've got addresses of people and you're missing their information or have outdated information. You can upload a spreadsheet of, say, for example, their addresses and have the information that is missing get filled in. Think phone numbers, email addresses. What? Title toolbox. Okay. All right, cool. I think I sold that one pretty well. And then last but not least, guys, if you do want to get in tune, I send a weekly email on real estate tools, resources, marketing ideas, classes, events. Come on out, come join us. We've got some fun stuff coming up. If anyone's in the Cherry Creek area, we've got a fun event coming up on March 11th. It's gonna be a real estate panel. It's gonna be on design trends in real estate. We've already got like over 120 people signed up for it. It's a free event. Come on out. We're gonna have some top producers speaking on design trends in real estate. We should have developers, flippers, wholesalers, realtors in the room, and of course some lenders as well, I think. Okay. All right, let's talk about marketing. All right, so guys, background marketing, I love it. I nerd out on it. Everything I talk about and share, I do myself, right? At the end of the day, you're in sales, I'm in sales, whether it's real estate agent, mortgage professional, title, we all have to prospect. We all have to stay in front of our clients. We all have to do things, right? And we all rely on repeat referral business to a certain degree. So when I think of marketing, right, it's a very vague, loose term. But when I think about it, right, it's so many different streams of communication that we can leverage and use to our advantage. And what we have to ask ourselves is how many marketing channels are we specifically using ourselves and what are we pushing out to? Because there are certain channels that we prioritize and use ourselves, and there are certain channels that other people might not be using, but they use other marketing channels. So my point here is I want to be on and hit as many marketing channels as possible. Anything from email to Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Pinterest, LinkedIn, TikTok, whatever, the list goes on. X. Now, sorry, I mixed them all up. Direct mail, right? Because we need to have so many touch points because we want to stay in front of these people because out there, the noise is loud and there's a lot of people out there and a lot of businesses out there that are begging for our attention and we got to beat them. Okay. So we're all about omni-channel presence. I want to hit as many as I can, but I also want to be as efficient as I can and also be as cost oriented as I can when I'm doing this. So pop quiz, how many touch points per year do you think does it take for someone to remember you and your business? Wrong answers only. Go. 12. 12 per year. 1 per month. Connor's going to do 1 touch point per month to stay in front of his real estate database, and they're going to remember him. 35. Okay, so that's almost 3 a month. Okay, 35. Any other guesses? 24. He's doubling.
One a month didn't sound.
One a month didn't sound right. Okay. All right. So the answer is, I don't know the answer, but according to Gary Keller, you might have heard this guy, right? Wrote a book. It's about 21 years old. He said 21 years ago, 33 times per year. But that was what? Am I doing the math right? Yeah, 21 years ago. Do you guys think that number of touch points probably went up since, oh my goodness, 2004, right? 35. That's right. Yep. So,
Would you agree, though, that there's a point where you start over doing it?
It's a commonly asked question. It's a great question. Can we market to someone too many times? I think it's a subjective answer. I think it's a subjective answer. What is that number? We're going to talk about that, right? Because, of course, we want to be in front of all of our people, but we don't want to be annoying, right? And I think there's a way we can do that too without being annoying. But I agree, right? If it's just I see Michael every day, all day long, is it going to annoy me? Or am I like, oh, there he is. What's up?
There's a
You
fine
know?
point
Yeah,
between good and then getting unsubscribes.
for sure. For sure. Yep. I think every single human being, we all have a different threshold. Like, for example, email marketing, like all the like email marketers are like, yeah, you should be hitting someone with an email like every day. I'm like, man, if you hit me with an email every day, I don't care how good it is. Like, I'm going to unsubscribe from that. Right. So it's different thresholds for different people and finding that right number. Right. For me, like in regards to like this class with like Facebook, Instagram ads, when I'm trying to dial in my ads and stay in front of people, at a minimum, I want my ad to be hitting everyone in my database at least once a week. Okay. right? And a view could be anything from them watching a video to them just scrolling on by and seeing my name real quick to anything in between, right? Okay, good question. Okay, so don't be annoying, but at the same time, don't do nothing. I sat down with an agent this morning. We were setting up his Facebook ads. He's like, "How many times are you gonna see?" I'm like, "We'll figure it out. We're gonna dial in the right numbers so that people don't hate you." All right. So how many ads does an adult in a metropolitan area see per day? Give me a guess. A lot. 20 per day. That's it?
Like on your phone.
Dude, anything. You're driving, you see a billboard, you're on Spotify, you hear a podcast, you hear 100. Okay, 100. That's it. All right, shaking our heads. All right, let's see. So I did find a source for this. 50 to 400 ads per day. Okay, metropolitan area. All right. That's a lot, guys. Right? So
Times were you advertised trying to find that?
Right.
You trying to find that data.
Oh yeah. I mean, our phones are listening and all the things. It's funny because when I searched this answer, I got crazy wild numbers, like up to 10,000. But I couldn't find anything that actually cited it until this one. But I think that sounds reasonable, right? So the point is it's loud out there. It's only getting louder. And it's only getting harder, in my opinion, to stay in front of people. So we got to stay in front of people, right? Let's talk real estate stats real fast. All right. So real estate stats, 43% of buyers used an agent that was referred to them by a friend, neighbor, or relative. 13% used an agent that they had worked with in the past to buy or sell a home, which is really low. 71% of buyers interviewed only one real estate agent. You guys find that interesting? Yeah. And then on the sell side, it goes up. Selling, 81% of recent sellers contacted only one agent. So if you're not first, you're last. You got to be at the number one person, right? 65% of sellers found their agent through referral or used an agent that worked with them before to buy or sell a home. On the lending side, I don't know. How do any of you ask, like, if you're going up against any other mortgage professionals or you're number one?
Yeah, we ask a question
Yeah.
at every video conference call. It's, is there anything that will prevent us from being your lender of choice? We ask for that commitment on the call
Nice.
in front of them.
There's always other, you're going up against other.
Yeah.
Even if that person trusts you 100%, they'll get a text saying, look the same.
Yeah. But there's a correlation stat from Mortgage Marketing Animals, and it's in the 70% range that people only interview the loan officer one time.
Huh.
So it's a high percentage, just like what you had on the buying side.
Yep. Got it. Cool. All right. Okay. So what marketing channels are we leveraging right now? By show of hands, who here is sending out, let's just say, some sort of email drip, like a monthly email? Is that fair? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. What about direct mail? Anyone send direct mail? Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Direct mail to past clients?
Correct.
Past clients?
Once
Any
a quarter.
real estate agents at all?
We just started implementing the agents and the financial advisors into that.
Okay. All right. Past clients? All that? And realtors. Cool. Cool. How do we hit the realtors? Do we hit them at their business address? Send it to their office? Yeah.
And I just want to say to the lenders in the front.
To everyone.
If you get a business card with an office address in it, and you send a really nice Yeti up, that's appreciated, but I'm talking hard. We're probably just gonna cover it up with a sticker and give it to my kids for Christmas. So you know, makes your market.
That's funny.
You know the person you're sending them.
Yeah.
That's funny.
All right, who sent the Yeti cup to her?
Yeah, right? That's funny. So fun, quick little story. During the lockdown days, I got creative with my marketing and I decided to send mailers to the top 300 realtors in the MLS. And I had their home address. And I just sent them. Totally. I got some people. So either it was the exact home address or it was a return to sender kind of deal. But yeah, some people would reach out. Like some people were like, "All right, this is kind of crazy," and some people were like, "Hey, this is cool. How'd you do it?" So again, it depends on the person. I ended up making a good relationship out of it, so I think it was worthwhile. But again, like, there we go. I like the sticker on the Yeti.
Nice backpack with my logo on it.
Wow.
Don't know who it's from.
Oh, really?
I'm over there.
You think they would?
Okay, you think they would try
Yeah.
a little harder?
They were so.
Huh.
so
You still use it? You got it? Yeah.
I have it. I've not used it.
Okay.
But,
It's there in case.
I was like, where this come from?
99
Got it.
Drive.
Yeah, right. Right there. Right there. So today we'll talk about Facebook and Instagram. So by show of hands. All right, let's start here actually. Who here just hates social media? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5, maybe. Okay, cool. I respect that. That's cool. Do we completely avoid it, or is it a love-hate? We try to implement it somewhat, or maybe we're on it. Maybe we have a profile, but we don't use it. Cool. Got it. Cool. Okay. That works too.
No idea what.
Okay. Yep. Yep.
goes.
Got it.
And I have an Instagram I've never been on. I have a Twitter that I don't use, and
Yep.
I have a something, but I have no idea who you get on.
Yep. That makes sense. I know a lot of agents that do that. So the way I describe this is there's 3 levels of social media. So level 1 is just, let's just create an account. Let's just have something so that, right, if Michael's interviewing me and he wants to look me up and Google search me, do I even have any sort of online presence? It's my social media, right? And I have someone fill that in. I pay them to do it. I don't look at it and touch it, right? That's level 1. We have some sort of presence. Level 2 is we're actively using these, right? And maybe we're not posting. Maybe we're a looky-loo and you want to looky-loo and they're just like looking at other one's stuff, which is great too. I mean, what a great way to just stay in front of people. Again, touch points, right? Only 12 a year though, right? 1 social media like, yeah, okay, 24,
Yeah.
that's right. Right? Some people level 2 though, they use social media just as a way to stay in front of their past clients, prospects, et cetera, right? And then level 3 is like, oh my goodness, we're actually getting business out of it, right? Which is, of course, where some of us want to be for, though it's not the faint of heart, right? So you decide what level you want to be at. There's nothing wrong with being at level 1, or there's nothing wrong with just not using it, right? Because at the end of the day, there's a lot of ways to do business and prospect and stay in front of people. And I'm not saying this is the end all be all. I'm just saying this is one more thing to add to your arsenal if you want to use it. So for those of you that are using Facebook and Instagram, if you had to choose between Facebook and or Instagram as just one platform, like, hey, if this is the only platform I can choose that will most likely direct into more deals for my business, if the answer is Facebook, could you please raise your hand? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the rest is Instagram. Does anyone have another answer? Sometimes we get outliers like LinkedIn. No LinkedIn's today. Okay.
LinkedIn
Right.
is decent, I think, more
Yeah.
business partner wise.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Clients, but I think they hit a jump on there.
So it's funny. Next question. Let's hit this. All right. So if you are going on Facebook and or Instagram, I have a question for you. Would you, let's say, go on your computer or your phone, you open up whatever, Facebook or Instagram. I want to know, what's the first thing you do? Do you stop and click on the stories at the top, or do you scroll the feed and look at posts? If the answer is scroll the feed, please raise your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The rest is stories. Okay. Okay. All right, we're going right into notifications. The hearts. We're popular. We're going in there. Let's see. DMs. Okay, who slid in there? Let's go. Guys, so it's funny. The point here is, again, every time I teach this class, 30-something times, like the answers are always different. There's a LinkedIn outlier here and there. There's a TikTok. There's a YouTube, right? But people are leveraging it and they're doing it, right? So again, the point is we all live and breathe and prioritize different ways of doing things. The other thing I'll say is this, even like I look at my wife, I share this example. If I post a photo of me, my wife, my 3 kids, and I post it on Facebook and I tag my wife, she won't see it for like a month, okay? But if I post it on Instagram, she's gonna see it in like a minute, right? If I go into her like email, not that I am, but like I see her, it freaked me out one time because I'm one of those, every email has to be organized and read. She's got like 10,000 open emails. I don't know how she like does anything, right? Again, but somehow it's her system and maybe she sees it. I don't know. But the point here is getting back on track, Facebook and Instagram advertising. This is for you no matter whether you hate it or you love it. And I'm going to talk about why in just a second. So let's talk about social media advertising. There's 2 roads, okay? Road number 1, which most of us think of when we think about really anything with advertising, is generating leads, right? Which of course we can do. But truthfully, in my opinion, before you even do this, or if you are spending money on advertising, you should choose this road as well, just for brand awareness and staying in front of all of your audience, all right? Because we're building this audience, we're growing it, and we have to stay in front of them. It's very, very inexpensive to go down this road, okay? So next point of topic is who should run Facebook and Instagram ads. any business or salesperson who relies on repeat or referral business. So probably everyone in this room. Okay. Who should run Facebook and Instagram ads? Anyone who hates social media or anyone who loves social media. And the reason why is if you hate social media, cool. Okay. You could set up these ads or pay someone to set up these ads for you and have them just going and running in the background, and you're going to stay top of mind with all of your people, and you never have to go on this thing. Actually, a little story here. Buddy of mine and I work with, his name's Ben Gause. We work together at Chicago Title, and he's head of Chicago Title, Colorado Springs. He is not on social media, but I run all of his ads, and people see him all the time. They're like, hey, I saw your stuff and all that, right? But the guy doesn't exist on social media. They just see his ads, right? So you don't have to like social media to do this. If you love social media, cool. Just choose the posts and stuff that you're putting out there that you like the most, that's getting most engagement, and then just let it run with it and get more reach and hit all of your people. Last but not least, if you are farming, or if you're working with agents that farming, or if you're considering farming, this is a no-brainer. You got to run Facebook ads just because it's so cheap compared to how much money you would spend on direct mail. You do this too, it's 2 more touch points. Okay. So how do I run ads? The easy way to do it is boosting a post. Has anyone ever boosted a post before? Okay, boosting currently? Maybe, yep, boosting currently. Yep, okay, possibly. We hit it, we clicked it, the button. Yep, there it is, boom, perfect, easy. All right, so here's the deal on boosting. Boosting is like the gateway drug to running ads and spending money on Meta. Okay, what I mean by that is it's easy. It's an easy button. There's a blue button. You click it, boost posts, right? There's a couple questions. The way I describe boosting is, you guys ever go bowling, right? And they've got like bumpers. You ever do the bumpers? Because you're like me and you're really bad at bowling and whatever, right? It's like bowling with bumpers. Like they keep you on the track. There's not a lot of stuff you can veer off and do. And you just you press a couple of clicks, right? They take your money, and then boom, you're going to boost that post, right? But unfortunately for you, it's easy, but you're not leveraging all of the ability to running ads out there beyond what you could do if you didn't go through the process of boosting, okay? The other reason why boosting, I think, is a disadvantage for a lot of us is that if you're doing a boost and you're running a boosted post through the Facebook or Instagram application through your iPhone, guess what? Apple takes 30% of your advertising spend. So if you got a $100 ad you're about to run and you're going to boost it through your Facebook or Instagram app, guess what? Apple's going to take 30 bucks off the top and just put it right in their pocket. So if you are going to, if you take this class today and you're like, you know what, I'm still going to keep boosting, cool. Just do it through the browser. Do it through the internet browser on your computer. Open up Facebook on your computer or Instagram on your computer and boost through that way. That way the Apple iOS doesn't take any of your money. If you're still going through like Safari, Chrome, etc., you're good. Yeah. Okay. So boom, that's boosting. That's the deal. It's great. It's easy, right? It rarely might work. I think it gets a lot of push out there. Maybe it's a good marketing option. You know, you can tell people that you're putting some money on a boost. But the struggle with the boost, especially when you're running real estate ads, is that you're at a disadvantage in terms of who you can target, and that's what we're going to talk about today in the next couple slides. Facebook, take my money. Okay. So it feels good. We get a bunch of impressions and whatever views, etc., but we don't have much targeting options. My opinion is this: if you want to take this to the next level and really do this right, we are going to go into what's called the Meta Business Suite. All right. You can get there a number of different ways. You go business.facebook.com, set up what's called a Meta Business Suite, and you can get started and really set up targeted ads this way. So I'm going to roll you through here what the Meta Business Suite is, what it looks like, and how all this works, okay? And walk you through it step by step. So the Meta Business Suite, what this is, think of this as like the hub where you can connect your Facebook account, your Instagram account, your ads account, and then you can run and set up targeted ads to targeted audiences of people, okay? Unfortunately, they don't let you do all this when you're boosting a post. You come back here and do it. Guys, I'm going to be very honest with you. Unfortunately, sometimes Facebook is glitchy and it doesn't work, which is very annoying, which is crazy for how much money is being spent back here by advertisers every single day. And this is the hardest part. But once you can get through setting up this Meta Business Suite, okay, you're going to be golden, and then you can run your ads.
Doesn't help that they're constantly changing that layout.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I'm not kidding you. I probably helped like over 100 real estate professionals set this up, and I've seen like 7 different layouts. I've seen everything from like people in Facebook jail, and then we get them out of Facebook jail, and like they're like disconnected and they're reconnected. It's like a whole thing, man. It's crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna walk you through it, you guys. After this class, go crazy. Try to do it yourself. If you get stuck, reach out to me. I can help you too. All right, so once we connect our accounts, which by the way, you guys, the hardest part to connecting our accounts is remembering our passwords. The number of times I'm sitting down with like a real estate agent or a mortgage professional, and I told him, I was like, you just need to know your passwords. Like, no, it's this one, it's this one. And like literally 30 minutes go by, and I'm like, all right, maybe we should reset your password. It's time. Okay. The hardest part is just looking up what your passwords are and typing them in. Okay. Because you just got to type in your passwords to connect your accounts. Okay. Once they're connected, you're good to go. Other things to know. Instagram, when you're running ads back here, you have to have an Instagram professional account. Does anyone know if they have an Instagram professional account? Maybe, yes, no, don't know. Okay, okay. Auto log, we're getting there. Baby steps, baby steps. Okay. By the way, get iPhone? No? Oh, shit. Can't help you. If you have an iPhone, set in your settings on your iPhone, there's actually, you could type in passwords. There's a whole password section, and it will pull up all of your saved passwords. And that's one way to find your passwords. Yeah. Isn't that great? Oh, you have it as a widget? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. I go into the search.
Oh, yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah. No, look at that. See? Yeah, we hit her. We got her going on the passwords. I love it. There's things we can do. So back on track here. Instagram professional account. Guys, if you don't know if you have one, check this out. I'll show you real fast. I think that if you are okay with your Instagram being a public Instagram account, it would be in your best interest to have an Instagram professional account. And the reason why is you only gain more with having it, okay? You can run ads through Meta, but also you get access to all sorts of analytics and things where you can access insights on who's seeing your stuff, who's following you, like where are they? Like you can go deep into this if you wanted to, right? So you can see here, here's one of my Instagrams, here's my other, but right here, if you go to your Instagram on your phone, don't do it now, don't get sidetracked, but if it says professional dashboard right here, you have a professional Instagram account, okay? If you go on here and whatever reason you don't have that, and you want to have a professional Instagram account, all you got to do is you click on edit profile right here, okay? And you scroll down to the bottom, and it's going to say something like switch to professional account. Yeah, you guys can look at your phone. I can tell you what to do. All right. But it's right there, okay? And then boom, you click it, switch it, choose your category, real estate agent, whatever, mortgage lender, and then you're done. Okay. Outside of that, Instagram's done, check. Next up is Facebook page. Does everyone have a Facebook page? How do we feel about Facebook pages? Kind of worthless, right? Organic reach is terrible. The way I see Facebook business pages is that we just have them to run ads, right? We can post to them. For most of us, I think the organic reach is very minimal. Unfortunately, it's just how it is. You just got to pay to play, and we got to run ads. So you do need a Facebook business page to run ads back here and do all of this. I think most of you do. If you don't, it's very easy to do. We can set up a page. It takes you 5 minutes to do it. Okay. So when we're running these ads, how all this works, okay, is we're going to create what's called a campaign. We click the big green create button. And we click on that. It's going to take us to a new screen. But before I do that, I want to explain to you what the ads manager is and what it looks like. You can see here, these are ads that I've run. And you can start to see analytics. And this is important because one, we can see how much we're spending and what's our return. And two, how often are we hitting people so we're not annoying. Okay. So 2 things that I like to look at for today's class is we're going to run what's called awareness ads. And we're going to look at the reach and the number of impressions. And what reach is the number of times number of people that the ad has been shown to. And impressions is the number of times that the ad has been shown. Okay. So in this example, you can see here in this column, I got reach. I've got impressions. Reach, 1,241 people. Impressions, 2,539. What that means, right, is some people have seen this ad more than likely because impressions is double reach, all right? Another thing we can look at is the frequency of the ads. It's just called frequency score and just math, right? How many times have this ad been shown? Right now, roughly, it's a frequency score of 2, right? If I'm running an ad typically over the timeline of about a month, most of us run these for about a month and then we switch them out, right? Again, I want an ad to be shown at least once per week to every single person. So if I ran an ad for a month, I want that ad to be shown at least 4 times per person. Okay, that's my goal.
How did they determine that people actually saw the ad? Is there some sort of engagement or pause or stopping on the reach section? Because the impressions and reach are very similar in what the definition is.
Impressions, the definition is they could have scrolled and seen it. Like they didn't, you don't know if they watched the ad for 1 million hours or they scrolled on by and looked at it, right? So that could be anything in between, okay? Touch point, did they read it? Did they see Michael? Did they move on, okay? And then reach is just the number of people that actually did that, gave it an impression, okay? Cool.
What did the attribution say?
We're not going to worry about that today. Just ignore that. A lot of things today we're just going to ignore. They make it overwhelming and too complex. They try to make you spend more money. And guys, we're spending $1 a day. That's all we're doing. Okay. All right, here we go. So impressions are cheap. This is the cheapest form of marketing that I know of, period. Okay. Look at this. So here's some ads that I ran. Look at $1 a day. I run them usually for 30 days a pop. Let's just do a quick little math here, right? I think most of us are lenders. We do math. Reach, this one, right? Let's say, boom, 1,800 people saw this ad, right? This ad was shown almost 2,900 times. I spent $22.44. If I back into $22.44 and the ad was shown 2,900 times, I'm averaging just over half a penny per impression. So what this means is I am running this ad. These are ads that I ran. I'm in title insurance. Guess what? I'm running this ads to real estate agents, right? I'm running this ad to a specific audience that I want to target. I'm showing them the exact ad and message that I want to show them. I'm spending just over half a penny to do that all day long, just on autopilot in the background. Okay. So very, very inexpensive.
So how do you target your ads?
That's a great question. We're going to talk about that. It's the most important part. Okay. Here's a slide with something missing. That's great. We're going to move past that one. All right. So I know what this is. All right. So campaign setup. What this is, if it appeared, it clearly didn't. Maybe my hotspot died. I don't know. But basically, when you set up your ad, you're going to run a campaign. You're going to choose your objective. Your objective is, what do I want to do? Do I want to generate leads? Do I want to promote something and drive someone to a website? That'd be a traffic ad. Do I want to run, for the sake of today's class, awareness ads? For the sake of today's class, for brand awareness, we want to run awareness ads. I want to take this ad. Meta, which owns Facebook and Instagram, they know everything about us, right? They're free, right? They're free because they resell our data and advertise to us, right? They know everything about us. They know the people who are more likely to click on an ad. They know the type of ad that certain people are more likely going to watch. Like, that's how dialed in this stuff is. All you need to know is that we're going to click on awareness ads and get our ads shown to every single person possible. These are cheap. Typically, you can get 100 to 200 impressions per dollar spent. How does the advertising system work? None of us know. They don't tell us. They don't tell us how our money is spent and how it is paid out because they don't want anyone to game the system. But what we do know is that you do want to create and put out engaging advertising content. You will be rewarded. If your content is ranked to be more engaging, Meta will show your ad to more people at a lower cost. Okay, it's already a low cost, $1 a day, right? But you can really squeeze a penny. All right, very cost effective and keeps you top of mind. The other most important part I want to hit on this is those of us, again, real quick, who's posting organically on social media, right? A chunk of us. When we're posting on social media, do you ever take the time and energy or pay someone to make the most perfect post and you put it out there and you're so excited about it and then like whatever, it just doesn't catch and then it dies after 48 hours, right? It sucks. The algorithm is against us, right? No, we are no longer playing by the rules of the algorithm when we're doing this. We can take that same piece of content, put a little bit of money behind it, a little bit of rocket fuel, $1 a day, and put that in front of exactly who we want. When we post organically on Facebook and or Instagram, we are at the will of the algorithm. And on average, right, that is only going to be shown to usually 10% of our audience, right? If it catches, right, whatever, it goes up. But the point is not everyone's seeing our stuff because the algorithm sucks. And this is the loophole through that when we're up against them. This right here, this should encourage you too to even now more than ever create more content, because you know you could post it organically, but man, you could then take it and run it as an ad, and then everyone's going to see it. So my hotspot decided to shut off here. So we're going to reconnect real fast and refresh. But what this is real estate advertising restrictions. So back in 2018, Meta got in trouble. Anyone run Facebook ads before 2018? It was like crazy accurate. I mean, you could target income brackets and people within a 1 mile radius, and you could target people most likely to move, and it was darn good. All that's gone. All right. They had that. It's gone. 2018, Meta got in trouble for fair housing violations. And what happened, the result from that was that they had to set up what's called special categories for certain types of ads that certain professionals run. So for us, the real estate space, anything real estate related, you have to check a box under the special ad category option, okay? And that box basically says, hey, this is real estate related, okay? If you don't check this box, maybe you've done this or tried it. If you don't check this box, your ad will get denied and you're gonna be really confused. So it's very important you always check the special ad category box so that you don't get denied, all right? And it looks like this, housing, click it, okay? Done. After that, next step is we are going to set up our goals. A lot of this, guys, again, when you're rolling through this, you just ignore it. I'm showing you all the stuff you need to know, just a few things. Okay, we're going to set up our budget, dollar per day, right? We usually run these over the course of a month. And then we get into our audiences. Okay, so this is probably the second most important slide. And this is how we create our audiences. So for whatever reason, we can select the box for housing category and have all these restrictions on how we can click things and do things. For example, when you click the housing box, your radius goes from a 1 mile radius to a minimum of a 15 mile radius, right? Before, when you could target all these things, they're gone. You can only target like people interested in Zillow and mortgage calculator, very vague topics. For whatever reason, you can check these boxes for housing, but you can still set up what's called custom audiences. And this is the loophole on how we can still target whoever the heck we want back here. All right. So what does this look like? Let's see. This screen right here, this is called custom audiences. This is why we're going through all the pain of going back here and setting this up. You can target people who visit your website. You can target people who, guess what? You got phone numbers and or email addresses. You can target your database list. You can target anything with a phone and an email. You can target people who engage or follow your Instagram. You can target people who like or follow your Facebook page. You can retarget people. There's so many things you can do back here. Okay. So target your ideal database. That's the goal. And what does this look like? For example, in Instagram, if you have an Instagram account, we can now re-engage with our Instagram audience, right? One thing that's cool about doing this too is, again, the algorithm, right? We're at its graceful will, whether it's going to show our content to people or not. It's possible that you might, I've had this happen, where you might be start showing your content via an ad to people who, for whatever reason, fell out of your feed in the Instagram feed. They're going to start re-engaging with you and start seeing your stuff again. They can click on your profile and you can stay in front of them. Okay. Other ways we can do this: Facebook audience, Facebook business page. I know a lot of us don't like them. I agree. How we tap into our Facebook audience is we can target anyone who currently likes or follows our Facebook page. All right. So if it's been a while since you've invited people to like or follow your page, highly recommend doing that. Bring them in, because anyone who likes or follows your page on Facebook, we can start hitting them with a Facebook ad. Last but not least, my favorite one, customer lists. Okay. So this is at a bare minimum. If you have a phone number and or an email address for someone, you can upload that data via CSV file and run an ad to them.
I'm really sorry. Can you go back one slide
Sure.
about the asking people to like your page?
Totally. If you want to have people like your page, you can target all of them. For whatever reason, when we run ads back here, you can target your Instagram followers and people who engage with your Instagram, but you can't target your personal Facebook friends. So the only kind of way through that is to get them to like or follow the page, which I understand not everyone will, but we grab a chunk of them that way. Cool? Yeah.
So for Instagram, those who are engaged, that's just our following, right? The
Engage-
result of our profiles following.
Anyone who's engaged with your Instagram in the past trailing 365 days.
And is that anybody who liked our page or just
Engaged. Anything from visited, on I looked at a post, an ad, a like, a comment, a shave, a save, a carousel swipe, literally anything. Yep. So when I set these up, I always like to hit anyone who's engaged in the last year. I also like to target my new followers. Okay. Think of this as like, guys, school. A Venn diagram. You guys remember those with like the circles, right? So picture like 3 circles that intersect. I gotta make a slide for this. Throw it in there, right? I just thought of this. Right, good. All right, Facebook audience, Instagram audience, database lists, right? We want all of them, and some of them are going to overlap, right? Like maybe I'm trying to target Michael, and he likes my Facebook page, and he's on my list with phone numbers and emails. It's okay if there's a duplicate of Michael. We just want to make sure we pull Michael in as well as everyone else, okay? It's okay to have duplicates. We just want to make sure we hit all the circles and try to pull in all of our people as possible, okay? That makes sense? Cool, good. Okay. And then boom, database list. So this is anything you want, right? These could be different lists. You can pick and choose or just run ads to all of them. So starting out, right, past client lists. If we're mortgage professionals, maybe we got, I don't know, real estate agents that we're working with or prospects, right? Put all that in there. The more data that you have on someone, the better your odds of that data matching to their social media profile, right? Because when Dawn creates a Facebook or an Instagram account, she has to provide her phone number and her email address. So all we're doing is reverse engineering, finding Dawn. We just have to know what contact info she plugged in. Is it her current work email that she uses, or is it like a Gmail account from 20 years ago, right? The more data we have, the better the match rate, the better odds of then being able to target Dawn as well as anyone else, all right? Cool. I love customer lists. Go figure. Okay. Other ways you can do this. If you're farming or if you're working with agents that farm, that other tool that I shared with you at the beginning, Title Toolbox, guess what? You can go into it. You can map an area anywhere you want in the United States of America. You can extract all the phone numbers and emails, and you can target those people. It looks like this, phone numbers and emails, map it out. And the system is so cool and better than Fluid Pro that they even have a Facebook export option for all the savvy real estate professionals that want to run ads to that area. You want to target non-owner occupied, like single family homes or something like that? It's tricky. Renters, that's the one hard one, right? Because you could target non-owner occupied, but how do you get the renters information, right? With that turnover. So there's some things we could talk after. Gotta get kind of creative. Yeah. Data. Nerd. I love it. All right. We're thinking. Okay. Final step. We're almost done, guys. I know we're coming up on the clock here. Ad. All right. So this can be literally anything you want. It could be a photo. It could be a video. It could be a carousel post. Path of least resistance. If you are posting content on your Facebook and or Instagram, just go in there and look at a post that you want to promote or a post that got a lot of engagement that you want to push out there, and grab it and pull it in. And now we're going to run it as an ad and push it out to all of these people. All right. A lot of the questions I get when I sit down with someone, they're like, what should I run as an ad? The answer is you're in total control of it. It's your brand. It's whatever you want. I've set up ads for real estate agents where it's simply their headshot or a screenshot of their 5-star review, or they're giving away a buyer's or a seller's guide or a free CMA. Or this morning I helped an agent drive people to his home bot, or a video. If I could steer you a direction, I'm a big fan of video. Video of you sharing something of value, right? Because we live, it's funky, right? But we live in, oh my goodness, 2025, this virtual environment where we can build relationships with people virtually and they could see us and get to know us. And it's, again, just comes back to marketing 101 is how do we take people who are either cold audience, they have no idea who we are, warm audience or hot audience, right? And kind of bring them up that value ladder to build more trust with them through these advertisements and stay in front of them. But my goal for all of us in this room is we want to remind people that we're in the profession that we are in. We are there to provide value and to help them, and they should feel comfortable and willing to be able to reach out to us or to refer to us. And that's how we can leverage this. Okay. Success stories. I've helped real estate teams get listings if they're farming areas, like straight up have gone, hey, come to my house and I'd love to meet you and talk about listing a home. People saying, you'll get this, I guarantee it. You run these ads for at least 90 days. Hey, I saw your ad, you'll get screenshots, right? Don't worry so much about your organic posts now because the ads are still going to push out. You're probably going to pick up some Instagram followers along the way. If you do want to grow your Instagram audience, you can even tweak the call to action and have people, when they see your ad, you may have seen this before via an advertisement. You can click on follow this person. It will take them to their Instagram, grow your followers, more Facebook friends, etc., stuff like that. So this stuff works. I'm all about like, what's the P to V, the price to value ratio? How much money do I have to spend? What's my potential return? Again, I'm spending $30 a month into perpetuity on this. And to me, it's been very successful. I've been running these to the real estate community for, I don't know, 6.5 years. And like, it works. I'll be out, like, I mean this in the best way possible. I'll be out and I'll like meet real estate agents like, do I know you from somewhere? And then like they'll connect the dots, like, oh, I've been seeing your ads for like 6 years or whatever, right? But what it does is like it quickly like builds that trust factor, right? Like we're meeting someone for the first time, they're like, who is this person? Do I trust them? And it kind of lets that guard down. I can quickly build rapport quicker. Like, oh, yeah, you got 3 kids, you got twins, you got a sheepadoodle, all that, you know, like it's like, because I'll run like personal ads too. Guys, if you want to download this slide deck, I'll leave it up here. You can scan this QR code, go through it one by one, take it, steal it, make it into your own. I don't care. If you have a handout, if you fill anything out, I'll collect that. I'll get you signed up with everything and you'll be good to go. Any last questions that I can hit? I know we're at 2:59 here. I want to be respectful of everyone's time.